Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope we're all doing really well. Welcome to the first watch along of the new year, and we're here to watch my Blues versus the Saints, my wife's team. So, always an exciting little fixture. I hope everyone is doing well. Feels like ages since I've done this. So, like, literally, when I was setting this up, I just totally forgot how to go live, which is always good. I've got Chills in chat. Good day, mate. How you doing? I've got the great man, James. Good day to you, mate. How are you? So, this will be a really, really interesting one for me. I'm looking forward to what may occur, and can't wait to get stuck into it. Why has my login changed for KO? There we are. I told you, it's proper new. Jai, good day. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Big Pete, the lovely Says, how you doing? Maz, welcome. Big Brat, how you doing, mate? How you doing? Bridget, Mr. Chris, how are you? I'm looking forward to this one. So I'm in chat. Obviously, this is pre-season, and obviously, we can't take it genuinely serious. What are we looking for today? So, St Kilda fans, Carlton fans, let me know, what are you looking for today? You've heard my thoughts. I want to hear yours. Looking forward for some youngsters and new recruits. No injuries, mate. Brett, no injuries. I agree. Big Bugs Bell, good day to see you, Carlton. Never lets you down. How you doing, my darling? Hey, it's good, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, obviously, no injuries would be nice, wouldn't it? Would be nice. Jagger to get 40 and have two. We are going to rechange these watch alongs, and we are going to do I'm not going to do like a POM bet, but I'm going to do like a POM predictions. Obviously, I can't in this game because it's a Mickey Mouse game. A Mickey Mouse game, so we can't really count it. I like the way the game's going to start at 11 and KO's just like starting soon. Hey, Rod, there'll be a few 80s classics, mate. Bugs Bell, big Jagger and Lampo. Campo, are you on about? Oh, Lampo, Lucas. Hey, it took a while, didn't it? You see it? It went in and it took a while to process. Darren, good day to you, mate. It took a while to process in the old psyche, didn't it? Oh. KO's working. Right, so, Pom, remember how you did the screen? Adam, how you doing, mate? You right? Look at this. Look, Pom having I believe Terry, after this show, 3 p.m. is doing the fan cams. I could be wrong. I'm sure I've seen that. I might have just made that up. If someone in a better position than me can confirm. So currently on my screen, I've got Foxtel Originals. Don't know why. Hey, El Paso, mate. How good. I've got an advert for Selling Houses Australia. Hey, I see. Look, Maz is onto it. Yeah, so fan cams. I think it's 3 o'clock in it. So this game will finish at like 1, I would presume, unless they're doing some batty type context to it. Hey, look. It's good, isn't it? Like sometimes I do observe what's going on around me, so that's good. So new setup here for me as well. Like, so everything has changed. For you, not much has changed. Maybe the camera quality's got better, which I hope it has. But like from me in an aesthetic, it's different. Scott, it is about to start on KO at the minute. We have got one of the world's worst camera angles. So KO. I agree with Saz. That's one of my big things, seeing how we move it inside 50. So yeah, KO. So I'd presume if it's on KO, it's on Fox Footy. It says Fox Sports, so I'd imagine it's on Fox as well. But again, I could have lied. Hey, Jai, mate. So we're about to start. So those watching at home, we will start the buzzer. He just threw me there. I can't believe the umpire here is actually negating should we start the game or not. Fantastic already. It's great to be back. So it looks like Pitternet is going to start in the rock. So Pitternet. So those watching at home, 3, 2, 1. We are bounced. We are up, under, away. Welcome, Anthony. How you doing? Tell you what, Carlton straight away overloaded that goal side, which is something we talked about a lot last year. Penetrating inside 50. Bit of pressure here as well from Harry. And we have our first stoppage. Hey, mate, 70s pornicle. It is. Tell you what, though, it was good to see the Blues just be aggressive from goal side. Even here, as Motlop causes another stoppage, there's a real onus to be on the goal side as opposed to floating back behind the ball and putting pressure on. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come as we go. Naz with a big punt out of 50. And another stoppage. You see, this is going to be a really interesting game here because this is where Carlton get frustrated when there's these repeat stoppages. So good little start for both sides here just to really test what they can do. Interesting on that stoppage, Carlton were defensive. Stayed on the defensive side. Doc has roosted it. It appears to be an off-ball free, though. Oh, there you are. We're back. We're back. Let me know if the scoreboard's working as well, beautiful chat. It is, according to me. How weird are 11 o'clock games? Just for those watching at home, just tell me, does this not feel weird? Ball comes in. Carlton's first chance to deal with an inside 50 against. And they look to spread. It's a bad switch. Carlton under a bit of pressure here. This is another thing I'm watching when the ball hits the deck inside 50. Which has resulted in a behind. Hey there, Graham. How you doing, mate? Did that go out on the full or was that behind? A little bit shaky there when the ball's on the deck, though, still, isn't it? G'day, Ian. How you doing? We really don't like that, do we? Like when the ball hits the deck inside 50, that is a real big area of concern, I think. Like, it gets real panicky, doesn't it? Like, even that switch from Akers, it just felt a little bit panicky for my liking. Carlton really going with that roaming on the attacking side, but St Kilda have tidied it up. Nice little handballs from Saints down to the wing. That's the one thing that kills me. That transition has been way too easy, and thank God they can't handball inside 50. Hey, Anthony, welcome aboard, mate. How are you, mate? Great to see you back, man. And here's Jesse Motlop. He's broken away. Carlton intercepts. And he's got the finishing of my kids when you give them vegetable options. Not great, but that was a very, very, very quick transition. That Carlton got that intercept, went forward, and deserved more. Bugsbow, Jackson Binns is starting pretty much always as the extra around stoppage. A hacked clearance out, and Binns has got some chase. He's asking for deliberate. He's got deliberate. Binns, clever by Binns. Cuts it back to Doc. Carlton 55 out. If I was generous, probably 3/4 wedge. And Sam Doherty's boomed it out on the full. Very good intercepts and turnover by Carlton and real quick. So Voss did say about speed and power. Bang, that was real quick, causing the overlap, and Motlop did well to get out on his own. Poor execution though. Lewis Young has been absolutely bodied off the ball. Free kick Carlton. Here we are, Carlton enter inside 50. It's a kick to the goal square. And Harry Mackay should have the goal. And is Boyd, did he, someone said he got, yeah, agent said it. I'm pretty sure he got a knock in training, but it's like a cosmetic one. Did really well as well there, Harry. He engaged really early, kept him, and he's in the squad. Is Billy, and there it is, the wizard. Dun 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 dun. He kicks the first for the Blues. Harry did very well there. Excellent work though, just off before that from Binsey. Binsey's had has been quite lively in the opening 5 minutes 30. I've really enjoyed what Bins has brought, especially around stoppage. He's been very direct. So, the first 5 minutes really tell quite the story at the minute. St Kilda have been very direct and they got a bit handsy with their entry inside 50. Ball hit the deck, Carlton looked chaotic in the forward line, but the transition game and but definitely around stoppage, Carlton are really, really attacking side. Cripps takes the gather, big bomb. Interesting TDK starting in the forward line. And I think that's Bins again. Or was it Fogg? It was one of the small ones, but Harry's take, yeah, it was Arazio. But another good entry. And Mackay, great lead. He has another shot goal. That was very good work. So Carlton really there trying to get the ball forward. That was good to see, because I think last year, if Cripps had taken that, he would have looked to handball that behind him. And Harry has his second of the day. Second of the day. And it was a real good bit of work here, right? So the tab comes in, Cripps gets it, gathers it one-handed, boots it forward. TDK makes a really good contest, hands balls back inside, and Arazio buys himself time. And for the first time for a while, one of Carlton's key forwards led into from a pocket. So that was nice to see, but Carlton looking very lively when the ball moves quickly. So that was a good little start for the Blues. So it slides out the side of the centre clearance, but the Moo Cow in good position. Great little handball. Carlton really are looking to play quicker. They've managed to free out Sard, who gets the ball down the wing. Good bit of football. I agree, Riley, mate. Good day, mate. How are you doing? Cowan is looking very good. Very reliable there. I agree, Sandra. It looks a lot more direct. Another... Oh, it's just a bit shallow, but Carlton really looking to put it as close to the goal square as possible. And have you noticed as well, when we're entering inside 50, there's that extra kick to change the angle? As opposed to just boot the fucker in. They're actually looking to try and open that angle up. Oh, very, very slick football. Unlucky there. That handball just didn't pay off, but the Blues looking to run an overlap. Look at this. Runners everywhere at the minute. Zach Williams enters inside 50. It's again into the pocket. Motlop can't get there. You know what? That's very impressive as well. I've got to say, you've got to give kudos where kudos is. One noticeable change is that second kick inside 50. G'day, Henry. How you doing, mate? G'day, Sandra. But that's a real big change. Nice to see Sard playing the stoppage as well. But Carlton really looking to just change that angle, which is a good thing in my opinion. Something that we do. St Kilda under a bit of pressure here. Like, since that last entry, it's been about 4 minutes since they had another one. They look to set something up on the wing. Brad Hill. Much quicker, Aiden. Much quicker. It's noticeable. I mean, to be honest, the scoreboard is insignificant. Ball hits the deck again. Carlton do struggle. As soon as that ball wasn't marked, panic stations arose. Wheatering calms it down. You'll get your first chance of seeing Matt Carroll there in number 32. Carlton win the tap. Very interesting there. So last year when we had defensive stoppages, if you remember us talking about it, they always look to just bomb it out. Blues there looking to play it out. Shearsy, good day, mate. How are you? So free kick again. Stocker kicks them backwards to set it up. Nass, 55 out. Options are plenty. He slows it down. He turns Ashton inside out. It's a shocking kick. Well smothered by the Blues. And the Blues, maybe a little bit too bold there. They tried to get it going forward. Another opportunity. The ever so reliable Brad Hill. Not too sure why Lewis Young volleyed it, but it has paid off. The Blues have an overlap here. Ah, look at this. Blues looking to get it forward at all costs. The running on is amazing. Fantasia, strong through the bump. Gets it off. Ah, the Blues. Cheers, Richard. It's good to see you, mate. Welcome, Michael. Thoughts on Vinny? I think he should have kicked that goal, but he has looked lively. He's looked lively, and it's good to see him back. You know what has really impressed me, though? Binns and Fantasia on that half-forward right flank. They're always making something happen. Spot on says the overlap is really nice. That's something that we always talked about last year, that one guy is running on his own. They're really backing their man to win the ball and go on. Go on. Nick Haynes. Well, I mean, good news is I haven't really noticed him, which is good. This is a really interesting little avenue here because it was the left side of our defence that used to come unstuck. And it's really focused that St Kilda are really attacking that. So it's getting a real workout. Interesting that they're not deploying TDK in that defensive role. He's more attacking. Definitely running numbers. It's good to see. Yeah, definitely been using him around stoppage as well. Carlton really looking to buy themselves time. That's surely a push. Ashton was a little bit worked out on that. Great pressure by Motlop, forcing the spillage, but the pace of Nass is too much. Gets away with it. Kick down the wing is an absolute shocker. Aiden, I agree. So free kick out of bounds on the full. I reckon Vinny, I don't mind him playing. He's playing that Boyd role we saw last year, you know, around the ball. Harry did not expect everyone to miss that mark. St Kilda really looking now to change the avenue of attack, but great placement there. And Nick Haynes, good little intercept. Hey, Danny, how you doing? Darren, spot on. Hey, Sonny, yeah, we're back. Carlton have got a chance here. Ashton, oh, he needed to get rid of that. He's got the free kick, though. It's a chance for Ashton just to show us what he's been working on the pre-season. This is something that he can definitely improve. Just his delivery inside 50. Goes left-footed. It's a great kick onto the goal square. And it's an exceptional mark, has to be said. An absolute rip-snorting mark. And followed up with one of the worst kicks you'll ever see. Silvani's not playing today. Richard, he's got the day off. He's got the day off. So TDK continues rucking. Interesting so far, and I'm wondering if this is affecting TDK. Carlton last year played for just that tap by the feet. And you can see the midfield is set up for it to be moving, which we've seen Pitternet do quite a bit. Again, TDK just dropping it by his feet. Harry, great work. Good inside 50. Great support from Fantasia. Rash handball. Fogarty working hard though. Motlop comes to help him. Carlton putting on manic pressure, and there's players all around. That could be in the back. It's not. I think it's in Foxtel as well. Jagger's on, number 7. He's putting his hands up for the ball. Moya. Never going to beat 3. Good pressure from the Blues. Really good pressure. I like the fact that the Smalls are looking to work with each other there as well. It's good to see Motlop peel off his man. Yeah, Jagger, GBC Jagger's on at the minute, number 7. Carlton give away a free kick. Nick Haynes, very smart there, ran 5 metres with it and then tossed it back in. Clever. Slows them down a bit. They go through the corridor, overlap, run, big, inside 50. Bit of work to do. Cowan's done very well, I've noticed, on every inside 50. He's playing that Kemp role last year so far, where he's the loose one in defence. Spoiled a few times, and Matt Carroll sees it over the behind line. The behind line. So Carlton have really looked to go inbound and then go out wide. Ashton does very well there. Very early lead. Looks for the handball inside. Harry has created absolute excellent separation. I don't mind a sugar-free mother, mate, in the morning. Very good transitional play. So Carlton have really showcased that this year. So far in 17 minutes. This year, 17 minutes of it. That little dinky kick into the middle. Go down the wing. And then look to come back to the corridor. So Ashton, great lead. And Carlton, when we do it quickly, have that nice isolation. Harry one-on-one. Dominates. Behind. Sandra, spot on. They're definitely backing it in. Carlton again cause a bit of chaos. Cripps, instead of being so forward, he's playing that role and dinks a kick to George Hewitt. Brass walnut, mate. Defence has held up well. I do like the fact they're playing Lockie Cowan in that loose role so he can really go hard for that intercept. Ollie has lined up at half-back, yeah. Not his Sunday best, George, but behind. Yeah, Nick Haynes getting a bit of love in chat. 50 conceded. It's an absolute great kick from Nass. Brad Hill, options are plenty. Puts it across the goal square. Carlton have got the outnumber. They bring it to ground. Jagger gets involved, but George there, and we flip it out wide. You know what? Just quietly, Ashton Moyer's work rate, half forward to come back there and help. Jagger gets the overlap, spins 360, brings it back inboard. The kicking good, intercepted. But Carlton there, great shark off the pack. It should be an easy kick. Zach Williams handballs over the top to Thomas D. Corning. Good goal. Carlton's read, just with the ball in play, has been very, very good. And that happened again. The Blues read what was happening. They read the script. So Brad Hill, flat-footed, great intercept by Zachy Will. Cottrell bobs it in. Zach Williams, handballs it across to TDK. And good work. Really clever by the Blues. They've been sharking it. Nice little bit from Jagger as well on the wing. Got the ball. Span a little bit. It was a poor kick. But I like that he didn't panic. He went for the spin. Blair, Foxtel or KO, my friend? Cripps there, very direct. Handballs it out to Georgie Porgy. Oh, it was nearly smart. You know what? That's another thing with the forwards. They're looking to paddle a little bit. Looking to paddle. They're not trying to pick it up. They're looking to paddle to each other. Bit of advantage. Ollie sees the ball out. Ollie Hollands versus Dan Butler so far. That's the new matchup. That's going to be one to watch. So 21 minutes gone. 21. And we have a boundary throw just in Carlton's half. Just. Ah, well done. Jagger looking for some. Looking for some. Sonny, they'll be done. Oh, thank you, Blair. Welcome, mate. There'll definitely be stats at the end of the game. Like, I'll probably watch this again, and I'll try and bab some up as well. Morning, Timmy. So St Kilda changed their methodology this time. They go right out the back of the stoppage. Bit of Jack McRae there. Big roost. Carlton have really protected half-back well. Great mark there. And Carlton look to set up and build their attack again. Not the handball you'd want. Dangerous kick inbound. Carlton put themselves under pressure there. Gov, not too sure what he was doing there. But Dan Butler gets a kick on goal. He had 2 attempts at it, and both of them attempts weren't grouse. A little bit of ring rust there. Probably the first sign of ring rust we've seen. The only positive I can give there is at least he tried to set up a counter-attack. But St Kilda have worked industriously. They really need this shot at goal just to try and end the quarter with a little bit of positivity. Shocking kick, though. Carlton have definitely got the win this quarter. It's going to be interesting to see. KO, Tim, and Fox 504. That's Fox Footy, isn't it? Tim, I think 504. That's Fox Footy, isn't it? Have I made that? So Adam Sardam kicking duties again. Carlton goes short. Ollie Hollands and Carlton have brought back the wing kick. They've got away with it though. Good little handball inside. Carlton got the overlap run. Jagger has got some wheels on him. Jagger has literally ran 20 metres to stop that. Absolute great from Jagger. That'll go unheralded. Yep. Harry 2, TDK, a Joe de Goose. Bit fumbly there, but Ollie tidies it up, pulls it out. So 24 minutes in. Interesting that Pitternet has done 90% of the ruck, and there is Binns again. Binns out of the back of the stoppage has been really impressive. He's been really industrious. He probably won't get as much plaudits as he deserves. He's been really industrious, as Binns. How's Doc going? He hasn't had lots to do, but he has been lively. A couple of inside 50s. He did have his nice kick out on the full. Him and Akers love one of them. I do like, honestly, that Jagger tackle, just quietly, I really like that. He peeled off his man. That was a decent run and at pace with intent. St Kilda really here have to look to use this outside run, which it's just that last handball. Overlap here, they tied it up. And to answer Sonny's question, backline has held up pretty well. Really well. Couple of moments when the ball hits the deck, but genuinely, setup-wise, it's looked solid. And that, again, is another inset, this time by Nick Haynes, who seems to be playing the loose role. Bugs Bell, not too sure. Rumours are it is Geelong. That was very lazy defending from Carlton, and Carlton conceded a goal. We were just giving him a little bit of a rap, but that was very laconic. That makes it a little bit untidy. Like, that was just a little bit lapsadaisical. Probably a deserved goal, but absolutely sharked from Wheatering. And when you kick it straight in front of the goal square, Dan Butler's not going to make that mistake and miss it. Good goal, but good work there from St Kilda. Very good work. But again, as GB City says, when the ball hits the deck and it's not marked, you can still see there's that little bit meh type thing. To be fair, I don't want to say it, Fire Blast, but Wheatering in that contest, it weren't good. You know what I mean? He should have tidied that up, in my opinion. Like, Cooper Sharman made him look, in my opinion, very average. Haven't seen Lucas as of yet. Carlton give away another free kick, and this is very Carlton in season. Looking to set it up, though. They deal with it well. Once the spoil comes to a player, they're all right. And Carlton off halfback, Matty Cottrell, who has been playing predominantly on the wing, finds the ball into Doc, into the corridor. The Blues go. Great kick. Pitternet quick. Zach Williams. Poor kick. You know what? When Carlton go from back to forward when they do it, it does look very tasty. Lewis Young spoils it to the front of the pack. Doc working hard, gets the ball moving forward. Couldn't quite get it. And St Kilda, you know what? St Kilda, I will say this, as well as Carlton have played for 15 minutes, the fact that St Kilda are only 2 goals down, I reckon they'll take it. Carlton really would like another goal for the hard work. McGovern goes back inside. Cowan looks for the switch. Oh my good gosh. Ollie has been absolutely sold a fart there by Matt Carroll, but Carlton have managed to get away with it. You know what? Orazio gives away the free, but had to do it. Gov hasn't looked Gov, has he, just Sauce? Let's be honest. He's looked very, very nervy. G'day, Bella. You know what, Tim, though? I don't mind him giving a free there because Carlton was so out of position if they turned that over. Like, he has caused 2 goals so far, Fantasia, for us. Like, his hard work. Oh, Bussy Boy with a $2.99 donation, mate. Great to see you here as well, mate. Always good fun, man. So Carlton kicking forward out of the contest, straight to St Kilda. Interesting that an interesting observation is both rooks have played forward of the ball when they're resting. They haven't gone back. And that appears to be quarter time. Great to see you, Robbie. How's the kids going and the beautiful wife, mate? I hope they're going very well. So that is the first quarter. So quite a lot to digest, I think, in that game. Quite a lot to digest. I think that what is apparent, Carlton looking to be a lot more direct, particularly around stoppage. Very attacking. They're no longer loading the defensive side. They're looking to win the ball. They're backing themselves in to win the ball. And that's shown some good signs. St Kilda, still very, very slow and patient. But hard to break down. And Carlton are having to work. And what has been noticeable is Carlton adding that extra kick. Fantasia, Motlop, Moya being very, very, very hard working to get up to half forward and be an extra option, which has changed the angle, which has caused 2 great goals from Harry. Ollie, he hasn't actually done an awful lot, but he hasn't had to, really. But don't hate it. Haynes getting a lot of love. Haynes has been played the loose the last 10 minutes, and we really did notice him as well. Him and Cowan have been playing that Kemp role last year, that loose role. So they've been really solid. So really good, decent quarter for the Blues. I think if we're going to be negative, I think I would like to have seen them capitalise a little bit, but definitely a lot more direct. Okay, Frank. So number 33, it's your mate, Lewis Young. Nick Haynes is playing in the... Nick Haynes. What number's Nick Haynes? 26? 26. Kane, lots of talk about Jagger playing round 1. To be fair, he hasn't done too much. But there was some nice little moments in stoppage where he's looked to handball out the back, which I've liked. I did like his defence. I like the fact that he was one of the few to peel off. I thought that was good. G'day, JC. How you doing, mate? Be interesting how it goes this quarter because I think we had the wind. And the switch off for the goal is a little bit worrying for me because that was a classic Carlton concession goal as well because we caused it by bringing ourselves under pressure. So they're the kind of things we've got to iron out in game. So it'd be interesting here because I'd imagine St Kilda are going to have a hell of a lot more of the ball and every one of their kicks is going to have about 10 metres of coverage on it. I have liked Haynes. To be fair, when you look at Nick Haynes versus Brodie Kemp, it's like comparing a Porsche with a 1972 Lada estate in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, no offence to Lewis Young, but Lewis Young is what he is. Nick Haynes, multiple All-Australian finals player. Like, if If that wasn't an upgrade, there'd be a problem, to be fair. So I have liked it. Okay, Matt. I have really enjoyed Carlton looking to change the angles, though. I don't know what everyone else has thought. Hey, Matt, what everyone else has thought. That is one noticeable that I've really, really liked. I've really liked the changing of the angles because it's not as samey. It's not as bomb it in. It's looking for that other outlet. I'd be really interested to see if I was St Kilda here. I'd be like, can we attack 45 out? Because I still think that that is an area. Every time the ball has hit the deck, 40 out from goal, we have looked absolutely amateur hour because you had the McGovern under very little pressure, do a daisy kick in the air, put us under strife. The Wheatering mistake was caused by Carlton not kicking it out and getting the ball out of there. That was another ground ball, which then created more problems. And then, as we saw, Cooper Sharman brought the ball to ground. Carlton were in a bit of trouble. So that is definitely an area still when the ball hits the deck, which is interesting because in stoppage, I thought it's been really good the way that we've overloaded the attacking side. But it's really interesting that as the game went on, we saw more of a shift from looking to win the ball at the ground level, handball it in an attack, and slingshot to a more conservative wing approach again. Like Andrew says, that wing approach came back. That wing approach, and that puts you under pressure. Them little things, it's just them repeating side 50s. Once we iron that out, boy oh boy, will be right. It's a beautiful ground, isn't it? I mean, it's been re-turfed. It looks nice, doesn't it? I mean, you'd definitely, if you were out in the middle there, you'd back yourself to score 100. So it's going to be interesting, this one here, because the wind definitely looked like it helped Carlton. So this is good because I want the defence load tested. It's all right playing sexy transition football off halfback under limited pressure. Let's see that under a bit of pressure. Cows, the queen of chat. I haven't seen you for what feels like an eternity. G'day to you, my darling. Thank you very much for the $5 donation. I'm going to cough. Gus, yeah, I'm genuinely not hating what I see. I mean, it's a depleted backline, which I think has shown, but I'm going to be watching this quarter very hard for you guys because I think this is where the ball's going to come in more, and that's what I want to see. You'll probably... I think it'll be the second half. You'll see a lot of them Spaniard, and you'll see them in the VFL game, but I'd imagine at half-time, as per all the other games, there'll be huge changes. Carlton win the free again. So by attacking the attacking side, you're really going to get lots of frees. And it's interesting that George Hewitt's not playing that standalone defensive role. So Carlton go inside 50, holds up on the wing. Cal Wilkie. Interesting that Cal Wilkie has played very loose in defence. I'd love to know your opinion on that, Gus. Like, obviously, long-term, that's a good thing. Adam Saad couldn't get the ball away. Great tackle. And here we are. This is the first chance to see how Carlton deal with it. Great intercept mark, though, by Ollie. And he looks to switch it again. Mitch McGovern in the corridor now. And he gets a 50. Ollie got the 50 for the contact. Hey, Scott, how you doing, mate? Pretty much full-strength backline for us. He's been lively, Carls, hasn't he, Motlop? Just no end product, but it's lively. You know what? I am the worst. You can tell I haven't done this for ages. I need a chat life. Lidge, good point. I haven't seen Lidge as well, Aidan. I have been really impressed by Jackson Bins. Thanks, Vaz. Yeah, I'm so out of practice. I'm not in like free. This is my preseason. Here we are, Motlop bursts away. Off he's right. That is an absolute peach. Absolute peach. Straight out of the back of stoppage, direct running pattern. My legend that is Paul Hill, member for 29 months. Jesus Christ, that's insane. And real busy here. He's freed himself up. So remember, if you go back to that interview I did with Chin Cotter, he always said about losing people in stoppage. He's lost Big Nas there on his right peg. And you know what is impressive as well? Carlton kicking a goal off an opposition's tap. I haven't seen that for a long, long time. So good football by the Blues. And again, it pays you back when you attack that attack side. It is. It's the preseason. It's my preseason practice as well. Well done. Good goal. Held up in the wind as well. Like drew that into the wind. See that there as well. Even though the bounce went goal side, our goal side, we were determined to attack their goal side. You know what? Adam Sard, right, although that handball is shocking and put us in trouble, can I just say, very lively. Carlton here, Lewis Young, lots of work to do. Totally lost his man there. So St Kilda have a chance to build. And Mitch McGovern has, honestly, he's read that like I read Braille. Like, isn't he good? Isn't he good? So I believe, is that Cooper Sharman? Good goal though, but a horrible read by the Blues. And you know what? That was a basic entry. That was from St Kilda. Very basic entry. Just set it up on the goal square. Don't do anything spectacular. And yeah, Maz is enjoying it. Yeah, like read that literally like I read Braille. So good goal there. And Cooper Sharman, he's been quite industrious as old Sharman, I've got to say. That is Cooper Sharman, isn't it? Goss, are you in chat? I'm not making that up. I do love a little bit of Wanganeen Milwara. He's in my fantasy team. The Sun, gone very Arsenal there, Aiden. Carlton win another 3, so it pays you back when you're aggressive. Got to see how we set up here, because this is where last year we just roof it inside 50, which we have continued to do. Harry gets the lead, dealt with here, but great pressure from the Blues. Pitternet, can I just say, Pitternet has been, you know what, I hate to say this because I'm going to get hate here. Pitternet's work rate has been second to none. Like, I'm genuinely impressed. St Kilda, though, you know, I don't know if you watched the St Kilda preview that I did, but I said that they've got a habit of being hard to get away from. I don't think St Kilda have played very well at all. And they're only 2 goals behind. Like, watching this game at face value, I would expect Carlton to be 30 points ahead. Yeah, but Brett, I mean, he's good to Harry, but he ain't beating 4 players. You know what? When Nasir Wanganeen gets the ball, it feels like he's got all the time in the world. Like, Bin's just worked out of it. Motlop, you know what? Hasn't quite been there, but he is everywhere. I really enjoy the work rate from him. Waitering sees it out. Cowan are really high up as well. You know what? We do need to see Elijah Hollands at some point, because otherwise the rumour mill is going to be rife, innit? Oh, man. And you see what? Another good turn there by Jagger. And Jagger has got himself free. Gets it up on the goal square. Great lead. He didn't take it. And Fogarty. Not great. Libber. I've loved his work rate too, mate. And a member for 39 months. Jesus. That would be my second longest relationship in life. Fog on the left. It weren't great, was it? But I mean, like, we'll forgive him because, like, honestly, like, my left side is literally here. Chris, g'day, mate. How you doing? Very different, very attacking from stoppage, which is nice to see. And really direct with the ball movement. You know what, though? Just hear me out. I'm not making this up, am I? Is anyone else enjoying Piternet's effort? Like, I have not seen him move this much ever. Like, honestly, I would say, I haven't got the GPS data, but if I was putting money on, I would say he has ran further this game than he did all of last year. I do like the fact both of our rucks are in the forward line, not behind the ball. Carlton give another softish free away. Ball comes in. You know, one thing I have noticed, and it's happened again. Has anyone else noticed when, as Liam O'Connell here, great name, by the way. Has anyone noticed when Haynes isn't there? And it just feels like Wheater is exposed a little bit, too much to do. Like, McGovern and Young just aren't quite at that level. Absolute straight kick. You'd trust him to build your fence, kicking that straight. And the lead is up to 7. G'day, Ryan. How you doing? It's been interesting, though, Bugs Bell, that Pennet has done the majority of the ruck work today. So, don't know if you read into that. Maybe, you know what, says, if I was Jesus, I'd be watching this and I would definitely be thinking, I'm the answer. So Pitnet back into the ruck again. I've got to say, I really like Harry Boyd in the ruck, their ruckman. Could be kicking in danger, that. It's not. And St Kilda have managed to snag that one away. The ball comes in. We've got incredibly lucky that's not a goal. It could still be a goal, though. Oh, great tackle. We're in there. Yeah, Aidan, they've definitely been adding just a little bit of variety because we've seen around centre stoppage as well. We have seen Saad there. We've seen all sorts of players there. So the Blues are really looking to try and add that dynamic shift. Yeah, but Brett, we did say the wind now is going this way. So I want to see. Hey, Tim, see you later, mate. Hope you're doing well. So you do want to see what Saints can do and how Carlton hold up. Like, Motlop went into the stoppage earlier as well, and that was how we drew that goal, because he was a little bit further back, so it's interesting. This is a really good test here for Carlton and also Saints. The momentum has definitely shifted with the Saints. So how do Carlton hold up now it's not on their terms? That's one of my pseudo questions in the 5. I agree, says. Haven't seen much of Kilo, Raymond. Hugo Garcia, number 34, he's been quite lively. Tell you who has really impressed me, which is no surprise for you, Wanganeen. Wanganeen has been very good. Very, very good. Like, he's been a real pain for the Blues. And Cooper Sharman has been a bit of a pain for the Blues. I definitely want our defence load tested, Libbo. I don't know what you feel and I don't know what chat feel, but I feel Carlton, its repeat entries are where we look shit. Like, again, you see, this is a repeat entry and it is a goal. See what I mean? Repeat entries and it's a goal. Can I just say as well, Boxall was just kicked a goal. He's been really impressive since he's come on. Raymond, I really do like a little bit of Hugo. I liked him in the draft. But you see there, repeat entries, Libbo, like what we were just talking about. Just, it seems that the structure can survive the first wave, but the second and the third wave comes unstuck. Like, honestly, with all due respect to St Kilda, the fact this is 1 point, the Blues will look at this and go, this is where you need to find that rhythm. He's done a few spins, Trav. Have you seen that's Ashton Moyer at centre bounce? Good morning, Lana. How are you, my lovely? Carlton try and get it forward. Definitely with the wind, it's affected Carlton's movement. So St Kilda look to build. And again, that left-hand side. It's been targeted by him. And Hugo Garcia again with another mark. And there is players out everywhere. I think St Kilda have cooked that. TDK gets back with the intercept mark. How's Chera doing? He hasn't had a lot of the ball, but he's been okay, I suppose. She is, yes. Liver. And again, it goes down the left side, a repeat entry, and Dan Butler has the mark 55 out, puts it on the goal square, and that is very poor from the Blues. Very poor. And everyone's second favourite footballer, Higo. Travis, he hasn't, but I have been impressed by his defensive work. Gus, is it me? Because I watch a lot of Higo, but like everything he does doesn't make sense. It works. Like that kick looked like he miskicked it. But again, repeat entries for the Blues coming unstuck. And this is where they've got to do it there because TDK, Walsh, Cowan, they've let Higo stay at the front of that contest and he's not been attended. And that's very reminiscent of the St Kilda game last year. I just talked about him a bit earlier, actually, Raymond. I'm very impressed by him. Paul Heyman, it's a little bit Hollywood, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit Hollywood, but I mean, you've got to do what you feel comfortable with. I mean, personally, I wouldn't do it, but I'm sat here talking the game. He's playing it. Well done by Haynes, and the attacking transition was Haynes and Walsh and Wheater in there. And is Ollie doing much? He's been all right when Carlton are looking to transition. Defensively, like just there. I don't like him under the high ball, but he's going to have to learn, isn't he? Cheers, Raymond, mate. Enjoy, mate. Chera there. Have you seen some of the maturity from the players? I mean, I'm enjoying seeing the different in ball movement, Ken. It's hard to read at the minute. There's definitely a lot of changes, particularly attacking side, which makes me excited. But I do feel I'm still looking at the defence, and the defence worries me. Like, look, the ball comes in here. Look at this. Look, Carlton have got... There is no way that's happened. See, the ball hit the deck there. We've got lucky. He ran out of space. That does worry me a little bit. Vinny, I'm a big fan of Boxall, man. I love him, Adam. But that does worry me. Just sauce. And this left wing is annoying me too. Like Boxall, Max Hall, they've been left kind of unattended. These kicks are way too easy. Cleaned up again. We are in TDK Haynes combo down back. Pretty good. Excellent mark by Pittner! Where are you, Bugsbell? We've got a mark from the lad. Oh, well, clever by Morlop. Carlton have got an overlap here. Morlop finds Ashe. Good football. Of Carlton, I think the strength is definitely in the midfield, the way that he can win dominance. And obviously the key forwards. I think the weakness is, though, that with all the strengths we've got, we don't use them well enough. When we play quick, like there, you see the strengths come. But when we play slow, you see all the weaknesses, slow thinking, poor use, come alive, and it's really exposed. So when I look at Carlton, it would be like, I always think if I was coaching a golfer like this, I would be trying to get them to think less. Instinct. I feel that gets exposed. That was just quietly while we're talking about that. Ashton probably should have kicked that with his right, because that is one of the worst kicks I have ever seen. History. Like, that was poor. But the transition is good. Hey, Ken. Ken, mate, I'm here for Pito marks, bro. Travis, it's very interesting that Pitternet has been the majority of the Ruckcraft. It is very weird that, especially given the reports where he didn't do very well against, that TDK didn't do very well. So here's Blake Acres. He hasn't had much of the ball. Matt Carroll has been very good. Sard has really been actively involved as well in Carlton's attack. Carlton playing a bit more controlled now. Looking to switch. Hey, Adam, I think you're a bit harsh. Because that diving mark, bro. Where's Anne? Anne, your friend, Chesney, has a shot at goal. That was good from the Blues. Patient. It wasn't always there. So that's nice that they've added that element. But I like the fact they were a little bit patient. It does look like it, Bugsbow. He's playing a lot forward. But so is Pitternet as well, Bugsbow. They're taking it in turns. In Napoli, where love is king. Big Ches. That is Amore. Ches kicks his first. KO Trek and Fox Footy. Very good football, though. The Blues were really patient there, where earlier they'd gone straight forward. That was clever. But I think that's a fair call. You know what does make me feel a little bit happy is when you see things like that, where they're not looking to blast and go quick, where they are like, okay, situation here, let's go slower. Yeah, but Aiden, you can't go fast all the time because, like, them being direct has caused 3 goals. So that was good to see someone have a little bit of a brain and go, right, okay, let's slow this down a little bit. I'm looking forward to that, Ken. Yeah, no, I agree. But I think when the ball in the midfield from stoppage, that's when we get too thinky. Like, I like the fact that Wheater in there said, right, boys, let's go slower. But then did you see once it hit the left wing, it went bang, bang, bang? So, like, for me, there's only like 4 or 5 people I would let have a brain. The rest, I'd be like, get the ball, get rid of it. Like, I did like that. I think it's just situation is something that we have to learn. That's a great handball by Cripps. Sadaram stoppage has been something else. And here we are, bit of work to do. I agree, Skipper. It has been weird because did you see, Vino? We started off going through the corridor, and we've kind of shelved that plan. Good pressure by the Blues. God, I don't know if you saw him shirtless the other day, but he's got quite a nice little flat tummy. He is Bugs Bell. Being used around stoppage, a bit like Boyd last year. You know what, Gov, though, let's be honest, his first quarter was bobbins. He's really come alive with ball in hand. Sad again. Tackle inside 50 as well. You've definitely got to have more ways to skin a cat. Like, as much as we like Carlton playing fast and on instinct, problem is it's unsustainable. Very clever by Akers. Bought himself time. Does it... That's the entry we need to stop, that shallow one, because, look, they've won the ball back and they're already halfway up the ground. St Kilda build, they look for the switch. Bobbins. It's one of my favourite phrases, says. One of my favourite phrases. Bobbins. Honestly, it's such a good word. Absolute shocking kick. Carlton have done really well. I don't know if it's by design or if it's just purely fortune, but have been in the right place at the right time. Again, St Kilda build down that left-hand side, and that's what St Kilda have done. They've managed to keep a player loose. They're unlucky here. A bit of work to do. Excellent tackle, though. Good football. Blake Akers lined him up there like a kebab 4 in the morning. Cherry's doing okay. Took his goal well. Moya's been lively up at half forward. Cottrell worked hard. Binns has been very good first quarter. And Lord, we haven't seen much of him. I think he's very strong, Anne. Like, it's because it's totally different. St Kilda look like they can kick 60 metres. We look like we can't kick over a jam Tim. Was good defended by Young. He had to stand up there. You know what I would like to see is shelve Wheater in and just play young and be like, you know what? Here you go. Off you go, mate. Tell you what, Nasir has done incredibly well with that mark. Bit of fun time, Frankie. Definitely, if you're watching this, if you're Francis, you are thinking you are a chance, I would say. Tell you what, Peter, you'd hate to live with me because fuck me, I think it's hot. Cowan has, you know what? If you said who was the best on ground, I wouldn't go against. I've really been impressed by Cowan's game. Don't know what you guys and girls think in chat. If I was picking a best on ground for both teams, Nasir would be theirs, and mine would be for the Blues. I would be saying that the best player has been Lockie Cowan. Bit of work to do. Well done. Nick Haynes, very clever there. Did you see that? He pulled it away from the contest. Hey, Jesus, mate. You'll hate me then, Peter. I start pissing and moaning. So, Chera, Mackay 2, TDK 1. 4 goals. Who was the fifth? I'm missing someone. Chera, Harry 2, TDK 1. Who was the other goal? Motlop, thank you. Yes, that was it. The fantastic goal. And Motlop, thank you. I was like, I knew it was a good goal as well. My brain was like, it was a good one, Pam. Injury there to Sard. Hopefully, that's just a corky. So the Blues have done all right here. If we compare it to... Well, the physio's smiling. So I think he might have been hit in the willy. Oh, yeah. He's a twat. Is Hugh? Is our box hole? Oh, yeah. They're not pleasant. Then, yeah. But did you see the physio was laughing as she was talking to him? So genuinely, from my soccer career, if the physio does that, you've just told them you've been hit in the old twig and berries. They are. You know what? Hey, Liver, that's a sign of a dad. Do you know what I mean? That's when you know you're a dad, bro. When you start calling it a willy. So half time rings true. And you know what? Lots to take out there. A lot to take out. I thought the Blues definitely have to look when the ball comes in, when it hits the deck. That needs to be a bit better for me. In my heart of hearts. But when the Blues look to have it on the front foot, look to go quickly, look to play football, it looks very, very good, in my opinion. So that's good. I do like the fact we're very attacking around stoppage. And I do like the fact that we're very, very, very industrious to try and get the game moving forward. I think St Kilda will be very happy that they've managed to keep the score where it is as well. 30, I mean, what is it? 34-33. I think they'll be very happy with that scoreline. So it's going to be an interesting one. What's Williams done? Not a great deal. He was lively opening doors. So that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and turn the aircon on. because I am mafting. But we will be back in 10 minutes, I would suspect. Yeah, you've just got to remember though, right, when you say, Peter, about the weather and stuff, mate, I am a big wimp when it comes to heat. I don't like heat. So make sure you stay hydrated. He's not playing, Petra. So make sure you stay hydrated. And while you're there, tell me your favourite moment of the game. But I will be back. I'm going to go and get a drink because I am out of drinks. And we will be back at 12:20. 12:20. Okay? So I'll be back at 12:20. All right? So love you all. Be back Right, we're back. Yeah, Jagger, he's got all right. I agree with you. He is very slight, but I think that's his like skill set in it. Like I always say, this is like I said it about Nick Dacos as well. That if you're small, but your skill set is evasion, it's kind of the same thing, isn't it? When you're playing in the men's, if you can't be touched, like you're pretty good, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? I really do like Nick Haynes. I was just actually talking to my father-in-law about it just off camera. Like his whole shtick is that intelligence. They are British Holdens. Vauxhalls? I don't understand why you call them Holdens and we call them Vauxhalls. There's got to be some intelligent reason that I don't know. There will be. There'll be something that I don't know. Why are they playing paddleball? Just marketing. Aidan, it's got to get, isn't it? Because he was named. We haven't seen him. The rumour mill is gonna be rife, isn't it? If we don't see him this quarter, it's gonna be fucking rife. Branding laws. Why is Hungry Jack's called Hungry Jack's as well, not Burger King? G'day, Foil Grim, mate, all the way from America. Because that always throws me. Like, because Hungry Jack's just makes no sense. Oh, really? Sad. I think he's all right. I think he'll be all right. Jack was hungry. Just makes no sense. Like, because to me, it's been Burger King my entire life. Did you have the Burger King though? Like when you were a kid? Because for my son's birthday, Zane, the other week, we went to McDonald's. And like I remember like used to ring them up and say, look, it's my birthday. And you'd get like the guy, you'd get Ronald, someone would dress up and there'd be like someone dressed up as Grimace. No, there's no Burger King, it's Hungry Jack's. So it's exactly the same, but it's Hungry Jack's. But did you have the Burger King? Like the guy with the the guy with the king, the guy with the crown, big beard. That's crazy, Pete. You would have thought Hungry Jack's would have just paid money, wouldn't you? Like, how much is Burger King worth? Like, you would have thought the naming rights. Like, how much would that? Like, because was Burger King when it was an Australian company? Was it actually popular? You didn't have the king. Oh, mate, you're missing out. I mean, how much would it have been worth? I mean, you would have thought they would have. I suppose it's not my baby, is it? But I mean, I would have probably said you can have it for 2 mil. Hey, Tyler, how you doing, mate? You learned something. This is why this chat. This is why this chat is genius because I learn. I learn. Like honestly, it's better than Google. I agree, says, but like you would have just thought, like I would imagine for Burger King being globally known as Burger King, you'd make decent coin, wouldn't you? So we've got the goal kicking quarter there from Carlton. So this is going to be interesting. I would like to see them be a bit more industrious and bold. It's going to be interesting if St Kilda learnt from the first quarter as well. But I do think, like Aiden's spot on, I think you're going to see wholesale changes. How many minutes into the third, if we haven't seen Elijah, are we starting to worry? We have really run out of content. Like, considering the AFL has just sold millions and millions of dollars worth of TV revenue, the fact we have Cam Mooney and Chief playing Dicko and Gazy at pretend tennis as a halftime show is genuinely shocking. Honestly, my big taker of this is a multi-million-dollar TV deal, and we have got 4 old people playing pretend tennis. Like, someone explain that to me as if I'm 5 years old. Like, how much was the TV ref? Wasn't it like $200 million deal or something? And we've got 4 old people playing tennis. Like, one of them's playing in jeans, man. Look, Gazy's playing that in jeans, and the jeans don't even fit him. A lot to take out here for Pom. Like, I'm here changing my entire. Changing my entire. You know what, though? I genuinely, Henry, I set my clock for like 15 minutes and I don't watch the halftime stuff. So you've actually put me in. So the fact this is a replay it makes it even worse. You know what? That's a good shout. Let's have a look. Let's go over to the St Kilda. The North Melbourne game. You know what I really hate about KO is, has anyone else noticed they genuinely don't have like a hot bar of live games when you click a live game? Tell you what, I'm looking forward to rewatching that. I don't know if anyone's been watching the North Melbourne game, but 20 points. Intriguing, isn't it? Intriguing. Twisties were called Fonzies. 20 points to Melbourne. JC, you have just changed my life. Yeah, I'll have to watch that to do a review. So I won't spoil it for myself, but that's pretty pretty. Hey, tell you what, JC has just changed my entire. I did not know that existed. Maybe he's the accomplice, Aiden. So this quarter here, we're going to see it'd be a bit easy for Carlton defensively. So this is where I'm really hoping that they put a lot of onus onto that defensive pressure, getting that ball slingshotting out the back half, which we saw. Bit quicker, fluid movement. Are they having an extended halftime? I agree with you. I agree with you, Petra. For a big man, he's got shit hands, hasn't he? Let's be honest. Is this like a longer halftime break? Hey, Dione, how are you, my darling, as well? I've been enjoying your stories on Instagram. Go for a lot of walks with the old dogs, don't you? I like that. Well, we're now at an ad break, so I would imagine that makes that we're doing it. I agree, Andrew, probably. I mean, I'd be asking for an hour. He did play, Anne. He played quite a lot of the first half. Did some nice things. So they are back out. It looks like they're in the 666. So Pitternet resumes ruck duties. And we're off. So you've got Cooper Lords out there now. Free kick against. Sad is back out. I've noticed every time Sad has cleared it, good hands by Jagger. Unlucky. It was all right, Anne. He was lively. He was lively. Durden's out as well. Sam de Koning, when you look at Nick Haynes as the next best defender, it's poor standard. It's very interesting to see Binsey has been getting a lot of game time as well, so he's definitely one to look out for. But Sardi, have you noticed every one of his exits has been through the corridor? He hasn't gone down the wing like the rest. Very interesting, that one. So Carlton have gone with Cherry, Lord, Pitternet, Doherty as their on ball for this start of the half. Sad's Willie's in top nick, evidently. JSOS is not playing today. Kicked an off in behind. We have a draw. Oh, we didn't. It went out on the full. To be fair, when your first name finishes with like Jagger is kind of a nickname, isn't it? Like Petra, in it. Like, it's kind of like a nickname already, in it. It sounds like a nickname, doesn't it? It sounds like his real name's like Jaguar or something. Oh, I agree, Bugsbar. I think that's a great comment. So blood rule. Lewis, don't know what he's done. He's Ken playing. Haven't seen him as of yet, but he is named. He is named. Durden does well there to get the stoppage. Be interesting to see what happens when Walsh comes back because Cherry's been playing that preferred role on the ball. Jagger there, smooth hands, finds the handball. Carlton start moving forward. TDK, you know what? I like that from TDK. TDK is not happy with that entry inside 50. And that I want to see that a little bit more from Harry and Charlie as well. Like, let the midfield know that that was Bobbins. Winders absolutely decimated that. TDK outside 50. Gets it in. Harry's done pretty well there, but there it is. He does fire blast, I agree. Interesting there to see. St Kilda have learned, and they're going a bit shallow, and again, they attack Carlton's left-hand side. But they've shortened up that ball movement from the first quarter we saw. Big roost in. Cowan comes late. That's unlucky. He's got called for chopping. Oh. Ball hits the deck again, and it is a goal. And that has kind of been the story. Liam O'Connell, the Irish sensation. When the ball hits the deck and Carlton don't deal with the first point of danger, it has been an issue. And that has come apparent again. And St Kilda have really seen something with Carlton's right-hand side, their attacking left-hand side of defence. Smartly taken goal and playing that loose guy in defence. The issue is if the ball goes over him and it hits the deck, it means you've got an outnumber against. Very interesting there. That's something that Voss will see. I don't mind being aggressive and risking it, but has to. So Corey Durden already, after playing 4 minutes 32, is having a look at his left ankle by the looks of it, and he doesn't look happy. Harry Mackay into the ruck this time. Again, Carlton go with that attacking style, but it went defensive side. St Kilda get it out. Ollie Hollands there just left O'Connell to do what he wanted. And there is another goal. And that ain't what you want to see. Ain't what you want to see. Max Hall, the Hawthorn draft recruit that was turned down, went up to Saints, kicks a very smart goal. And that was very, very limp. When that ball comes down, though, it's it. So Carlton both times have been playing aggressive and they've got done out the back. Now, it's going to be very interesting because in season when this happens, Carlton resort to going defensive. Let's see if they stick with the game plan. But Doc, Hewitt and Lord to the centre bounce. And a free kick. Doc with the free kick right in centre field. Sets it up 50. Oh. And a stoppage. Don't trust it when umpires wear hats. I'm going to be honest. That's got to be a free for Carlton. What? Bennett over the shoulder free kick. Again, St Kilda looked to go short off halfback. That has been a real shift from the first quarter we saw them. That they've learnt the lesson, not going long. Ball goes out the back. Fantasia. I think he's managed. He surely has got the free for high. Butler's saying he ducked. I'd probably agree with him, but sorry, McGovern ducked. All right. So Carlton again looking to go short. Young bites off the more dangerous kick, pays off. Not the best kick there. Matt Carroll gives away a free. But you know what? I just want to say, Matt Carroll, I've not hated his game. The attack down the right-hand side this time. And it's more ball for Maxi Hall. Motlop playing almost halfback. Carlton have really committed men back, which has given St Kilda opportunity to go backwards, to go forwards. Comes in. And Blake Acres was the deepest player, Carlton. And a miss in front. A miss in front for Jack McRae. 35-46. Jay, it's interesting, isn't it? So Carlton again sticking with this, going short to go forward. The problem is when that kick's not on, it has gone down the wing, and Carlton are resorting to going down their right wing, the left wing that's been attacked. So it's been poor. That exit. Umpire's trying to be clever there by pretending to throw it up and then tailpitting it off engaging. Comes straight back in. Bit of work to do. And it goes out. Saad's got a big bandage. Over the shoulder free. Orazio concedes another free kick. Lidge still not there. Is he playing in the twos? I don't know, but Lidge is not there. And it's a mark right in front. Butler, I think... Oh, it's been taken off him. Lidge watch. What do we think? I hope the rumours aren't true. Orazio out the front. Carlton under a lot of pressure. Saints have been a lot quicker and a lot shorter as well. Interesting that Saints have really attacked the pocket. Carlton done well there to force the stoppage. It's going to be one of them ones, though, Aidan. The longer he's not playing, the more we're going to hear the questions, innit? Because it is weird that he was named. Jacob, there isn't any stats at the moment. Usually at the end of the game, Fox Footy will release some. And then they should be... Most of the Supercoach teams will do their own. So Saad moving all right, though, for the Corky. So that's good to see. Carlton go up to half forward. Saad, he's playing all right, though, Adam. Like, he seems to be moving all right. I like the fact we've played him more advanced. I don't know what you think, Adam. Do you like that? I like the fact he's a little bit more involved. I don't know if he's gone a little bit deeper now because just trying to nurse that injury. But there is the Lucas Camporelli fans, number 21, is about to come on. Very interesting that Orazio's really playing that midfield role that we saw last year. How's Jagger going? Not so bad. He's done some nice things, some nice little dances around traffic. Played some decent handballs. So settling in quite nicely. Free kick there to the Blues. Ashton tries to take it quickly. Cooper Lord rocking an absolute brilliant mullet. TDK's work, half forward, has been really good. Bobs it up at half forward. Great lead. Comes straight off Harry's thumbs. Fantasia gathers it. Can't control it. Nass, great hands in tight. Sharks from Ashton. And this should be a stoppage. You know what? Cottrell's been very quiet, hasn't he? Big roof into 50. Nasir looks to play it. St Kilda go long down the wing. McGovern on his own. It's going to be called deliberate. Ken, he's just coming on now, mate. Looks like Pittenet's done a mischief. Who's the standout so far? I think Cowan's been really impressive. Down back, playing the loose role, which is really nice to see. TDK has done some nice things forward line. So Cowan's work at half forward. They've managed to find a mark here. Brings it inside 50. The forward line still feels like it's mark or nothing. Does anyone else feel like that? TDK gathers it straight out of the hit out, and it's a behind. I think he's been really solid in the rookie or Harry Boyd. Yeah, James, I agree. When they've had that extra kick and then looked to change the angle, I agree with you. So St Kilda continue this slow, deliberate, short movement, which has really negated Carlton's pressure. Lewis Young does well there to come out the back of the pack, takes the intercept grab. A dolly kick. Jaggers made that look very good. Great work by Jags. Carlton handball back inside, and it's a loose entry. Not too sure about the Cooper Lord position. He started half forward here. I would have liked to have seen him play the Hewitt role, but there it is. Oh, Ashton's done well to bring that to ground. Carlton need to lay a tackle here. They've managed to turn it around. Ashton running over the ball there, and St Kilda somehow come away with it. Caught in transition, Brad Hill. And that's second, third efforts from St Kilda stifled Carlton there. They thought it was won when it wasn't won. St Kilda kept playing, and they've managed to get it. And Tyler's right. Just that, if it's not won forward or it's not won in the midfield cleanly, seems to be a bit laconic. Good mark, though, by TDK at fullback. So Carlton build up again. This has become quite samey, this has. It goes back pocket, centre half back, And then Ollie's done very well to win that loose ball, but thought he had more time. Lack of awareness there. And it's another handball out of the back line. That's got the Blues into trouble. Brad Hill from downtown. That's a big learning for Carlton there. That, you see again, look, back pocket, and it's either centre half back or bomb straight down the wing. To be fair to Ollie there, though, that kick towards him put him under a lot of pressure. Like, he did well to win it, and then he got himself into trouble by doing too much. Like, if you watch St Kilda, have you noticed that their third kick out of their exit is always hit? Like, you watch it, it goes kicking Haynes, and then it's either a bomb down the wing or it's an inboard kick. That inboard kick is never clean. And it's always under no pressure, but it's never clean. It's never two hands. It's always someone's got to do some work. Well, when you watch St Kilda, it's always a clean kick. You don't have to do too much. Good pressure here by Ashton. Good. Maybe a high there. And here's Motlop. He's got the free. He could really do with a 3-4 goal game, couldn't he? Don't know what you think, chat. 3-4 goal game just to get him going right. That's definitely something that I hope to see we work on over the next couple of weeks. You know, that third kick out of the back line needs to be perfect. And it's weird because the culprits this week have been Sard a couple of times, McGovern a couple of times. Like, that third kick needs to be your best kick in the back line. Aiden, I agree with the other Aiden. Like, he has been a really good little player today, so, like, don't risk it. Like, I think Matt Carroll needs the time. Very interesting here that Carlton's on-ball makeup is Chera, Lord, Jagger, and it's going to be the first time we see Lucas Camparelli here on the left wing. So watch him here. Now, one thing that Lucas does, and you saw it there, is his ability to stay loose. Now, he could be a really interesting one in Carlton's transition to watch because he loves to be loose. Mott has been very solid. I'd like to get a 4-goal game here from Motlop, just to get that confidence flowing. It feels like Durden has been shelved, which is a bit of a concern. Here's Motlop again. Bursts through. Unlucky there, but I like the nous. Ball hits the deck. Carlton very fumbly, and this is where we've seen transition goals. Carlton have committed a lot of men. Great intercept grab there. Matt Carroll looks to spread the play. Nick Haynes here. Takes a bit of time. Sets it up. Poke it. Go the Blues, mate. Good to see you, Andrew. Hey, Herbatron, welcome to you, mate. I hope you're doing well. You know what? Matt Carroll, unlucky he's had that taken off him, but you know what? I don't mind Matt Carroll. Again, St Kilda continue with this slow and measured approach, and it's really funny because Carlton are wanting to play with a bit of pace on the ball, and St Kilda are offering that pace. It's like watching 2020 cricket where they want pace, so the spin bowlers come on. Who kicked what? Jacob. The goal? Motlop. Again, Carlton's kick overkicked it to Blake Acres. Blakers has got a lot of work to do here. They looking bored. He's put Doherty into a lot of trouble. Yeah, Motlop, mate. Motlop's got 2. Harry's got 2 now. I like, says, you know what I like about Matt Carroll is he's got hair that looks like it's been brushed by his ma. Carlton again off the back of a stoppage. And again, no one at the front of the stoppage. No one at the front of that contest, sorry. And Dan Butler sharks another goal. The big difference here from Carlton versus Saints is look at how structured they are. Like Matt Carroll's got caught there. Wheaterin has been dragged out of the contest. And Butler was totally on. Anyone surprised? Me. I'm surprised Carlton have been a little bit more ostentatious stoppage-wise. Seeing Saad play high up at the minute has been really impressive before he got hurt. I've been very impressed with Cowan. Stealthy Dingo. I'm impressed that Voss has given him responsibility. And I think he's thrived on it. Nass again, finding a way to just free himself up. And somehow Haynes, with 3 blues, Lewis Young in tow there, has found himself on a 1-on-3. Hey, Robbie. Jagger, great hands in tight. Good pressure from Cottrell. Ashton finds the overlap. Acres of space. There is freeze everywhere, and it was too late. It was too late for the Blues. Lucas Camporelli was in acres of space, ignored by 3 players, and then Harry's done a chip kick, and it was way too easy, and that was just vision there. Jagger's shown some nice things, Dabber. And St Kilda again continue this slow and deliberate play. And since they've switched to this slow, deliberate play, Carlton's high press and pressure has become their undoing. I think TDK resigns. Whether Sam comes or not is another story. I wouldn't mind him, but I mean, leaving Geelong. It's been very stagnant, hasn't it, Michael? Like the zip and energy. Obviously, it's a 30+ degree day. So I mean, but you have got to adapt to the conditions. It is 30 degrees, the same temperature for Saints as well. But the slow, deliberate kicking from St Kilda has been very smart. It's really caused Carlton's high-intensity pressure game to come unstuck a little bit, and then the gaps in the back. So that's a real interesting little facet for Carlton. Just to look at there, that when the speed of the game has changed, I don't think we've adapted as well as Saints. And I think Saints have been able to control the game. Control the game under their terms. Which, I know it's a practice game, but I've got to judge what I see. That does concern me a little bit that Carlton can't impose a little bit. I have no idea, Austin. Oh, I'm definitely not panicking. I'm just saying, like, you've got to be honest. I'm not going to bullshit and go, it's just a practice game. If we are judging what we see, Jagger there done very well. He's taken a knock. But He put his head over the ball, got the ball, and got rewarded. Carlton there, being a bit slower, finding Ollie Hollands in the pocket. Now, this is where Carlton have got to think. Got to think this one through. And the slower it gets, the more you know the bomb's coming. So Carlton have done well there. Movement ahead of the ball. St Kilda really rigid here. And TDK there has done well. That's sat up in the wind. And he'll have a shot goal. TDK has been really solid. Really solid. I like the fact Carlton have played their rooks forward, not back. And there's the quarter-time siren. Well, 3 quarter-time siren. And that is the quarter. So, not the greatest quarter for the Blues. The Blues there, when we've got to judge this like I've judged all the other teams, you've got to see what you take out of it. And do you know what I mean? You've got to see here that the big things to work on here for the Blues is definitely the ability to control the game. When the game's not being played at your pace, got to look to impact. St Kilda's takeaways here will be they're incredibly rigid. And if you look at the first half, Carlton were by far the better team. Just that rigid system keeps you in games longer. And that's allowed the momentum to shift. So that is an area for Carlton. I really do think, although it's a practice game, that's going to be the key take out of this game. That they have got to find a way to impose themselves earlier and for longer in the games and not get caught up in the moment. Because I think at times they've made it incredibly too easy. Good to see, Brett, you're taking the learnings out of this game. Blow the list up in February the 22nd. Oh, that's great. You know what? I think Jagger's probably done himself a mischief, but you know what? You need more of that in your team. Do you know what I mean? You need more of that in your team. Stewson, see that goal though was when Carlton waited and then went quick. Waited and then went quick. And I find we're either flashy quick or slow, predictable. And we have seen that this quarter. When it comes slow, we kick down the wing. Do you know what I mean? They kick down the wing. You know it's coming. Where that, they went slow. They thought the way out. They went backwards to go forwards. And then they went. When they had that overload on the right-hand side, bang, bang, we're off. So for me, that's definitely a key takeaway of learning situation. Hey, Matt Lang. That Lang's stirring the pot with the Elijah Hollands rumour. Well, Elijah's been named, and we haven't seen him. And Brodie Kemp has been named. And unless he's had the worst game ever, I haven't seen him. Like, Maz, Lana, you know what? I hope everyone's watched the pre-season reviews I've done on every team after their game. And I'll have to keep repeating it, but you've got to... You can't read into the score. You've got to take out what you take out. So, like, I'm not willing to panic yet because I have seen some things I like. Definitely seen some things that I don't like. But I can see the method to fix them has been in this game. It just hasn't been done enough for my liking. Ethan, tell them to play on instinct. Play a bit of fucking instinct, man. You know what I mean? Like, have some fun out there. Like, pretend you're enjoying yourself would be my message to these guys. Just pretend you're enjoying it. I think the method to fix the problems is there. I just think it reminds me, you know how I describe this game? It reminds me of when your kids start to walk, right? And they take like half a step and it all looks good. The back's straight, the weight's planted, and then they fall over. It feels like that where you see them fall over like 20, 30 times. And your brain is saying to you, surely they work out that you've just got to repeat what you've just done. And then they eventually get it. It feels like that is what they've got to do. If TDK goes to Saints, to be fair though, I've liked Boyd, man. Like, I mean, the worrying thing is Carlton have played TDK as a ruck forward today, which is probably not the wisest thing to do when the club you're playing is wanting to buy him because you're giving him a little bit of a demonstration of what it could be. Where's Kempen E? Hollands. Check Big Footy. I'm rolling. I am looking forward to hearing. It was hot. Who do I have as rucks? I went Grundy, Boyd. Grundy and Boyd. I might bring TDK in after this, though. Oh, tough sneezer. The issues you see, the cure has been shown. The cure just hasn't been done enough. Ethan, are they really leaving? That's a bit disappointing, man. Well, we don't do that shit round here. We stay till the job's done. Win, lose, or draw. GBC there, look at him. Fix your list. GWS will be an interesting game. Hey, we're all back together, chat. And that's the main thing for me. So the final quarter of this game, few people walking around with ice lollies. Don't like that look, man. Cooper Lord attacks the ball hard. Hey, Danny, I agree with you. You know what I have enjoyed, though, Danny, is I have really enjoyed seeing TDK forward. Yeah, but Brett, I'll ask you this. Name me another 30-goal small forward in the league that the AFL clubs would say you can have him for a third and would be picked up by a side that finished 17th. So he can't be that good, can he? Like, logically, he can't be that good if only one club, like Matt Kennedy went to a club that finished in the 8. Peanuts. If he was that good, everyone would buy him for that price. So, like, don't want to be argumentative, but that's just logic. The market tells you if you're good or not. The fact that no one wanted him says all you need to know. Big miss there from St Kilda. Andrew, I'm sure you're going to have panic in the streets of London, panic in the streets of Birmingham. After this game, I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. I'm looking forward to the panic. Great inboard kick. Here we are. Carlton starting to play with a little bit more zip. You know what? Based on this game, I would be playing Doc at halfback flank because I found his kicking has been worrying in the foreign. Yeah, but Brett, you can't mention Matt Owies. He went to a side 17th. Like, he's shit. I'm not saying that the small forwards are good, but to go to the second worst side for peanuts, if you're saying, I can't believe we lost him, my question is, I can't believe you won him? Because is our aim top 4 or 17th? Because, like, Motlop is a 17th league player. Proven. Like, for me, like, when I see these comments, Matt Owies is good, my answer is you're an idiot because the second worst side in the league last year paid a third rounder for him, which is basically giving him away, and no one else wanted him for free. For free, basically. Number 31 is Harry Lemmy Dione. Hey, cheers, Don, at me. So, like, genuinely, like, how bad do you want us to be? Cooper Lord, overlap here. Oh, Harry tries to take a specky. Cowan still chance. Mullop! Goal number 3! Give me the Gareth Bale. Okay, Brett, you know, important lesson here because my kids watch this. But now's the time to say you're wrong because our leading goal kicker is a small. Good day, Attila. How are you? Hey, Harley Reid, he'll definitely do it. Hey, Dabo, no, I think he should do. Dabo, I think you should do the Gareth Bale celebration. Do you remember it? And ironically, Brett, the only small forward that's played the full game is Motlop. Because Durden played 2 minutes and then did his ankle, and Orazio Fantasia's playing up in the midfield. Attila, they've been very clever, St Kilda, at slowing the game down and playing that like real slow style. Aiden, where did you say? What did Aiden say about Elijah? Elijah and Hudson. Cheers. How's Cherry going? He's done some nice things. I don't like the fact he's clutching his hammy all the time. Elijah Hollands is there. Elijah Hollands is there. Hey, Dione, who says men can't multitask? Do you know what I mean? I'm doing my bit. It's nice to see him back, Chesney. How's Ollie looking? He's had a bit of moments defensively. He's been all right when he's out in space. I'm still not 1,000% convinced. Hey, Dione, I can do it. I always say it's having kids. You learn to multitask when you have kids. No look, handball from Cheris, straight to hands. Coward have got a bit of width here. Binns brings it to ground. It was the right idea The execution is the worst you've ever seen. But Shera and Fantasia conspire. Binns again. You know what? Binns has been in all the right positions today. Just needs to get it right. Just needs to get it right. But I really like how far he's been. Hey, Aiden, maybe the rumours about Elijah are wrong and it's the wrong player. Because I haven't seen Kemp. Like, if he's played... Oh, you know what? Binns, I don't know if anyone else thinks. Does anyone else think Binns with a... If you gave him anyone else's disposal, best player. Like, he's done some real nice things. Oh, based on this, it's going to be interesting if Carlton use Boyd there, but I would say it. Here's Ollie in space. See, that when he's been in space, he's been all right. It's just the defensiveness. Shocking kick there from Carlton, giving it straight back. A lot of work to do here. And Blake Acres has done the old dive, fall through. Get it? 6 points the margin. You know what I'd like to see now from the Blues? What I'd like to see from the Blues? Oh, what's wrong with Nick Haynes? There's way too many people touching their hammies. Can I just say? That needs to be banned. Like, cramp, no cramp. Just don't touch your hammies. There we are. Overlap run again from the Blues. The Blues in a bit of space here. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. I don't think that's 15. That's in the back. Surely he's run his neck. Ashton just tried to do too much with that. Tell you what, though, Haynes has been really solid. Hudson O'Keefe into the ruck here. Intensity's gone a little bit up on it. So 9 minutes into the fourth. St Kilda builds slowly with McRae. This is something I'd love Carlton to add a bit more to. The short, quick. Playing right wing and then resting half forward. And so the kicking board again. Here's Matt Carroll again. He's been a real live wire. It's a good kick, and it's an absolute brilliant lead by Orazio. Drags his defender to the goal square, changes and comes out. This is where you want to see Orazio more in the forward line. I don't like this midfield wing thing. I agree, Julie. He needs this goal. Matt Carroll's been really solid. He's been really solid for me as Orazio, but I do want to see him play in the forward line. Paul, I think he needs to play halfback in the VFL for a bit. Like, this game, I haven't enjoyed Doc in the midfield. So do they look at just the safety net? How's Ashton going? Done some nice things, worked really hard up at the ground. And he's played right wing and half forward. Yeah, Bussy Boy, I mean, it'd be interesting because if Boyd comes in, does that mean they switch Adam Sard? I've liked Adam Sard play that role. I have liked Lockie Cowan's game. Like, you're going to get a good look here at Ollie. He's playing on Hugo Garcia for the last 5 minutes. Ollie wins the free kick. You know what I'd like to see from Ollie, though? I don't know what anyone else thinks. Him drive the ball with his kick a bit more. Like, have you noticed when he's kicked out of halfback, it's that chip kick that is all right when it's short and in space. But when it's got pressure, it brings pressure. Do you know what I mean? All the time in the world here, and he's needed all the time in the world. Ollie here up against it. Great body work there. I wouldn't mind seeing Campo Jr. play halfback for the last 10 minutes. Lidge is playing. Still trying to work out what that free kick was for. And it's another soft mark there. Mitch Owens has had 3 of these now. A fend off. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know if you watched the video on it, Ken. It makes sense we've gone with a small forward depth. Shane, have you got a cat walking on your keyboard, bro? Hey, Slobber, how you doing, mate? Even at times they have lowered their eyes. At times they've also gone blazing in. First quarter, they were looking for that extra kick at half forward. Since then, we haven't. Fermi, what's happened? Carlton started the first quarter really quick, blistering. St Kilda slowed the game down, and then it's been a little bit slow. Carlton have been adapting to it. Been some nice things with the way that they try and move the ball around stoppage. Shane, take a breath, mate, and write. RUF7G. I can't even work what that could be at on autocorrect. Jagger, shown some nice turns of pace. Slobber, Motlop's kicked a few. Lockie Cowan's been really solid in that loose position. Bella, g'day, how are you? You all right, love? Motlop looks really fit as well. You know, the big thing for me is just his fitness levels. He looks really fit. Nick Haynes has been really good as well. He's looked really reliable. Cheers, Andrew. I like having you around, mate. Thank you very much, mate. Been working hard in the off-season. I've done my pre-season prep. Is Chris playing? Yes, he has been playing. Just doing his usual Crips things, really. How are you, Slob, anyway? What are you doing? Oh, cheers, Sonny. You're a gentleman, and thank you, sirs. Ball comes in low, count and get it moving forward. You know what? Harry Lemmy looks like everyone on Home and Away in the 90s that was the new kid at school. No matter where you are. They cannot umpire. Hey, we complain about the umpire in round one. No, Jai, it's unlimited. How many has Harry kicked? 2. Hey, we can't complain. Hey, look, I don't mind about complaining about umpiring, but we can't complain about umpiring pre-season. Hey, neighbours, it's anyone in the 90s, man. In any of them shows. Hey, I love that slobber. This is what St Kilda have really done to curb Carlton, though. That short kicking. It's really stifled them. How is Cherub? He's been quiet, if not spectacular. He has been solid. Took his goal well. Busy there. Elijah. Oh, that kick out of the back half has to be better. Like, just moving forward, I can already feel that's going to wind me up in the year. That kick. Definitely, you can see Fevelenko. It's not. Chera needs some games. Carlton have given away a free kick. I love that slobber. I've been good, mate. Do you know what I mean? I've been really good, man. Best I've been for a while, mate. Oh, I agree, Ethan. We could have a moan, but yeah. I'll start complaining about it when 4 points are on. Well, I mean, there's shaky and there's shaky, but here's Caminiti. Brett, I love you. Like, fucking pre-season. You know what? He's quite slab. Hey, good day, Jeremy. How are you, mate? You right? Kenny, he just tells them a lot of stories about rocks and breaking them. To be fair, we need to pound the rock out of the back line. Like, it's fascinating that it's that third kick in the back line has got us into so much strife. And you know, it's a simple kick. You know, I'm not being harsh to them. This is like just being counter. This is being like literally trying to help them out. But it's always the easiest fucking kick of the chain as well. Do you know what I mean? It's always the easiest kick. It's never an under pressure kick. It's literally the one that's out in the open that you would expect anyone to get 9 out of 10 times. And it's always just not perfect is what annoys me. Do you know what I mean? It's just not perfect. It's just not perfect. And that's what annoys me. It should be fucking perfect. That's a great kick, though, there. We're talking about kicks to the lead there. Cooper Lord has worked really hard ahead of the ball. You know what? Controversial call. Cooper Lord, based on this game, would be ahead of George Hewitt. And it's Lucas! The Camperelli boy! Gets himself at the front of the pack. Great work from him. And you know what? Great take and goal. I love a little bit of Lucas. And he's worked really hard there as well. Let's just see his starting point for Lucas here. He's got himself free. And you know what? He's worked hard. He's come there from the left wing to that. Great to see. And he looks happy as well. Nice to see. I agree, Scott. Like, I'm not panicking yet. I'll panic round 3. He's Lord in front of Doc. You know what? Doc, I don't want to bag him, but I think he's been, in my opinion, appalling in the midfield. I don't rate the midfield move. That's a very solid mark by Matt Carroll. Matt Carroll tidy up his disposal a little bit. Like, even there, see that kick to Doc. Doc's in the back line now, so that's where we want him. But even that kick to Doc, it wasn't perfect. Doc had to work for that. Doc had to work for that kick. Oh, coast to coast from the Blues. And Doc's kick opened it up. And now George Hewitt has a shot at goal. 55 metres, 50 out. Trends. It's a better entry. See when the ball moves with a little bit of flourish and pace. What is Ollie doing there? What, did Ollie just... Ah. I don't know what you say to that. You know what? That'd be a real good name for like a new romantic band, wouldn't it? How do you think? Andrew, I couldn't agree more. And this is what I would also say with the backline as well. Bit of a flatter kick. Because it always feels like it's a dinky, floaty one. Controversial. I don't know if George Hewitt's got the leg power or Hudson O'Keefe. Great tap. Blues have done well to sort this out. Now, this is where they go wrong. Elijah goes safety first. Ironically, probably our best exit out of D50 for an hour. Turns straight back over there. And here we are. Is Travalier. From 55, Toby T. An absolute monster. An absolute drive and a half from downtown. Absolute. You know what? He'll be quite the player. That was one hell of a roost off the right wing. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Hey, Ryan, tell you what, he's a deadly player. The leg power, honestly, I just don't think George has got it. I don't think George has got, like, for me, I just think Cooper Lord, I'd like to see us be a bit more aggressive. My worry in the mid, right, in the mid is I feel like it's gone too defensive very quickly. Good second effort there. George Hewitt, handball way too short. George Hewitt got them into a bit of trouble there. And again, St Kilda quickly get it spread. Hey, Fermi, that's it, mate. That's the spirit, Joe. Well done, mate. I agree. Got to get better. The Blues have got to get better at this exit. Like, you know, when they handball it, it looks a lot better. Like, you see that chain there? Do you know what I mean? Even that handball chain looks a lot better because there wasn't a shit kick. What the fuck is Matt Cottrell doing? I'm not a fan of Matt Cottrell's hair as well. You know, I'm a big hair guy. Don't rate it. Carlton again leaves someone one out the back in a marking contest. This time it's Jack Higgins. He's got no help there. Binns mops it up. Oh my God, someone has just kicked. Oh, Jackson Binns has hit a target in the back half. That's probably the first person we've seen hit a target for about an hour out of the back line. Raz with the 50 and Lemmy? A lot going on here. Carlton have absolutely piddled that. Yes, says. I agree. When it's short, it just looks better. But like, you see that kick from Binns, he made sure. Hey, Scott, much love, mate. Hope you're all right, man. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. But genuinely, honestly, like, my big question here is why is the last kick outside 50 shit? Like, all the time. Like, all the time. And you know what else annoys me? The 3 times we've had free kicks 55 out, why have they been shocking kicks inside 50 as well? I agree, GBC. And do you not think, I think the 2 issues I see with our backline are when the ball hits the deck, we might as well just let them have a go. But the second is they put themselves under way too much pressure. Mate, honestly, we pass it around like a younger brother at Christmas, do you know what I mean, with presents. Oh, there it is. You see that? Look, they've hit the target and straight away, look. It's that third kick. Because it's just come straight back. Come straight back. Like, Haynes there has done miracles to stop that goal. Were you ever that person or sat with anyone at school, right, who was probably one of the smartest people in the class, especially in maths, but they never checked their work? So, like, the methodology was right, but they'd maybe done some of the sums slightly wrong, but the methodology was correct. And because they didn't check their work, they'd always get like 8 out of 15. But when you actually looked at it, it was brilliant. That's what we're like. Like, we've done the hard work. We don't make sure of the hard work. So therefore, our results aren't where the application should be. That's how it makes me feel. I think Nick Haynes is a walk-up start for me. No, look, handball, not too sure about that from Doc, but we got away with it. Carlton on the overlap here. Lucas Camporelli, always running into space. Horrendous entry. And there's full time. 69-58 in a game really where the Blues and the Saints will have learned a hell of a lot about what they do. Takeaways from Carlton are when the game started to go away from them and it got slowed down, they really did put themselves under a lot of pressure and a lot of lack of opportunities. St Kilda were under the cosh in that first half, and their rigid defensive system again pays them back. It allowed them in the game. So both sides, a lot to work on. And both sides really will learn a lot from this. And Carlton, them 50 arcs, shocking. That third kick, shocking. But I will say this, the fixes were on show throughout the game. It's about doing it smarter for longer. But everyone, pleasure to be back. Pleasure to hang with you. Much love, everyone. Thank you for everyone for your love and support. We'll be back a bit later on with a review. There's the Sydney review and the Carlton review to come. So, peace, love and light. Make sure you head over 3 p.m. to Terry, go and have your say. I'll look forward to hearing from you all. But look after yourselves, everyone. And I'll see you soon. Peace, love, and light. Pommy out.